So when I was going over the 2021 Lewis County Corrections Report, which is online from the sheriff's office, it lays out, the staffing that the jail has, how many people that they have. And it's interesting that though the jail can hold up to, I think it's 356 or 358 inmates. The current staffing level only allows them to hold up to 250 inmates. The average daily population, though, last year was 140 per day. So they have obviously way more staffing than they need to handle the inmates that are currently housed within the facility, which brings up, we're never going to fire somebody because we don't have enough work. But there's other opportunities, I think, that with having this extra staffing bodies to be able to do. One of the issues that I see with, or that we in Centralia, and I know that Chehalis, Winlock, Napavine, Morton, Toledo, all of the agencies in the county have this issue as well. When they bring somebody into the jail that needs to be medically cleared, they have to take them to the hospital and sit on them until they're cleared. Once they're cleared, then they can bring them back for booking. But if the jail has more staffing than work, I think that looking into having the ability for corrections deputies to take custody of the folks that get brought in, take them to the jail to sit, or to the hospital to sit until they're medically cleared, that frees up your commissioned law enforcement officers to be back out protecting the public. That does not alleviate the individual's agency responsible for the medical bills. It just allows jail staff to watch them, so it can free up the patrol officers and patrol deputies so they can be out there where the public needs them in the field. The other thing when you look at this that would be beneficial is if the jail looked into forming a field booking transport unit. So instead of officers having to drive all the way in to the jail, especially East End or South County, that they have the ability to have jail staff, correction staff in a vehicle or in a van, pick them up, do field bookings, and bring them in. Again, it's all about reducing the workload on the line level guys that are out in the field responsible for protecting and serving us. And if you start looking outside the box, yes, our staffing levels are low in the field. We're trying to get more bodies to cover all the issues. Well, let's take a look at what we have. How can we utilize these other resources in one area that's going to help reduce the workload in another. And I think it's very important when we're dealing with staffing issues to take a big picture look and how can we reduce the workload, how we move things around so we can help each other out. That's where collaboration as well is a huge thing, whether it's collaborating with your training, getting participation in JNET from all the agencies, because with only one resource, you get the whole team. And I can tell you from my experience in JNET, I know there's other needs than just a detective. There is, when we have somebody in our case that gets arrested in another state, we are responsible for the extradition, flying down and getting them. Extradition and transport is something that's normally the jails, that's their experience. I mean, we have to borrow stuff from them to complete the extradition. But it's things like that. There's services that even though the sheriff's office is not have a physical body as a detective, that they could surely help JNET with making things easier for us. There's office staff that it would be nice to have a specific office person assigned to JNet to assist. Because currently, Centralia provides the infrastructure, the location, the evidence support, the record support, but we don't have an actual, our own secretarial staff or office staff within our unit. And that would be something that, you know, if that the sheriff's office, taking a look at their overall picture of staffing, might be able to assist with. But I think there's just more that we can look at. There's bigger picture stuff that needs to be looked at when we're dealing with staffing, and how to be the most effective and efficient with the resources that we have.